Hello and welcome to the SmackDown review, or I should be saying the throwback edition to SmackDown. And with a very weird throwback episode, I will say that's kind of going on with this show. Now, there's a lot that did happen on SmackDown, but I think they got the wrong idea when it comes to the throwback edition. And I want to talk about that first before we actually get into the main show of SmackDown. When they announced this last week, I was kind of confused why it looked so very 80s retro ish. And then even when they kicked off the show, it's like they kicked off with like the WWE logo, but it was like the 80s version of it. And they kept showing like crowds, but like from the 80s and whatnot. And they did show The Rock also because he was the one that invented the word SmackDown and everything. But why did everything look like it was so 80ish out there? I'm like, SmackDown was in 1999, okay? It wasn't in 1989. Even when they went to Cole and Pat McAfee basically having like the sports coats, the old school WWF like blue suit, Vince McMahon sports coat, and Michael Cole wearing a denim jacket. I guess it had to do with some NASCAR thing they do, or like a some type of throwback thing over the weekend. So I guess they did it with SmackDown also. But I'm sitting there kind of thinking, like, can we get the old, like the original SmackDown theme song, or any of the past SmackDown theme songs in the past, just from the first one? And I don't remember the titles of them all, but the beautiful people one, the beautiful people, the beautiful people, that whole thing, and I won't be denied if all I got there is my pride, and I will rise up. Yeah, I'm sorry for the singing, but yeah, I'm sitting there thinking, like, we're gonna get some type of a very old school SmackDown, like the stage. All we got was the original SmackDown graphic, but everything had like the old school WWE logo, just everything like all purple, just these loud retro 80ish colors. I'm thinking, like, where's the blue? Where's the SmackDown? I'm sure everybody wanted the SmackDown fist. Where's the beam that used to be there, like the ovals and whatnot? I figured they weren't gonna get the fist. Well, we did see the fist, but it was like a little 3D graphic of the fist. But I'm sitting there like, dude, this is not 19. Everything looked 80ish with all these SmackDown graphics tonight. When they went for the old school throwback, it's like they went back too many years late, almost like what 30 years, 20 or whatever at this point in time. I'm thinking like, yo, this is SmackDown, okay? Not Monday Night Raw in the early 90s, not anything from the 80s. This is SmackDown in the late 90s of 1999. Okay, can we get something that is at least relevant to SmackDown? And yes, we did see multiple clips or throwback clips of everything from the first ever episode, or Triple H beating The Rock, thanks to Shawn Michaels, or Eddie Guerrero, which I'm probably going to see more clips of Eddie Guerrero, or shit, I'm just probably need to see more clips of The Undertaker. But Cena and Ruthless Aggression, or Brock and Big Show breaking the ring. Just the famous SmackDown clips that have happened throughout the years. Arnold Schwarzenegger, which I feel like it just kind of stopped by the time they got to 2004. I'll say that. Edge and Hogan and whatnot. So I just sat there just looking at it like, what does any of this have to do with SmackDown? It just felt like, so well, the clips, okay, but like the setting, the stage of it, the graphics, I'm like, none of this has anything to do with SmackDown. Now, was this an obvious way for a ratings ploy? My friend said this last week. It's probably just get a ratings ploy, and he was right. He wasn't wrong, but I'm sitting there at least. Can we get something similar to the old SmackDown set? Like, they messed this up when they had the 20th anniversary. That's when they moved to Fox, but they messed that up too. So I would have expected more, when it just comes to SmackDown, like anything. I don't care if it was the fist. I don't care if it was the oval beam footage. Give us something that actually looks like the old SmackDown set, or at least play the old music to SmackDown and have it kick it off. I know Taz isn't there anymore, but we could have Michael Cole say, "We welcome you to WWE SmackDown and whatnot," and just go over the card and stuff. So that's what I was expecting. Okay, I'm like, why does this shit look like it's from the 80s? SmackDown was in fucking 99. So that made zero sense when I saw that in the beginning. I'm like, what is with these 80ish graphics? That didn't make no sense to me. So I did not like that. But who do we kick it off with? Roman Reigns and crew coming out. Basically, they were here to eulogize Daniel Bryan, since his career, his contract is legitimately expired. So will he re-sign with the company, or where he go somewhere else? I have no idea, and we'll save that topic for another time. But I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up on Raw NXT. But hey, he may leave. I don't know. His contract's up, but basically they were going to eulogize Daniel Bryan. Paul Heyman says we do not need the timekeeper, and basically they held a moment of silence. They held their heads down, and Paul Heyman did the ding, ding. And Roman laughed a little. When you stand there and just kind of look at all three of them standing like that, everybody was thinking they were going to break out and dance like Rikishi and Too Cool. They were in the position to do that. They were literally in a position, just all three of them standing there. You would have expected them to break out and start dancing and whatnot. But after they did, the 10 bell salute for Daniel Bryan not being on SmackDown anymore, Reigns basically said, I'm a man of my word, unlike Daniel Bryan. I've carried everything around here. He should have acknowledged me and whatnot. And, I gave Daniel Bryan what he wanted. I gave the fans, what they wanted. I gave what SmackDown wanted. I gave what Fox wanted, okay? I gave it all. I smashed him. I pinned him, and I got rid of him. And now he's gone, okay? All he had to do was acknowledge me. So now someone must be replaced. And someone is going to acknowledge him. Next thing we know, Jimmy Uso returns. Jimmy Uso being out over a year now with a knee injury, basically hugging his brother Jay, and then hugging, kind of shaking hands with Heyman and Reigns out there, which I'm kind of sitting there like it's kind of easily forgivable after what happened last time Jimmy Uso was around, but that's gonna play into later tonight. But before, when Uso's happy to see everybody, Cesaro interrupted them, basically saying, if they replace Bryan, he says you can never replace Daniel Bryan. And when I'm done with Seth Rollins tonight, basically Seth attacked him then right after. And then we got Teddy Long coming out, which was the only somewhat cameo that they brought back for this throwback edition. No Stephanie McMahon, no Vicky Guerrero, or whoever else has been a GM. But since Teddy has been mostly the most famous GM on here, he has the Power Tonight player. And tonight, you will go one-on-one. Well, it's going to be Cesaro and Rollins, but if Cesaro beats Seth Rollins, he will get a shot at the Universal title at Backlash. So I'm sure everybody was expecting Teddy Long to say, you will be in a tag team match. But no tag team match this time. He swerved you right there. So we got Teddy, but it wasn't the usual tag team match. But Teddy did place a match, though, tonight, which, like I said, he was the only person they really brought back from the past on SmackDown. The only person. But basically, Rollins like, what do I get if I win? So he didn't even get anything. But as the Cesaro Rollins match went on, not a bad match or anything. Of course, Usos was out there. Jay Uso tried to get involved. Rollins said, "Stay out of my business," which he pushed Jay. Jimmy ended up super kicking him, and then he put him back in the ring. And Cesaro went off the Rollins, put him in, and gave him the neutralizer, and it was over. So Cesaro, of course, will get his shot at the Universal title. We all saw it coming. So now, what is the thing with Jimmy Uso? Now it's like, okay, he stopped Rollins. What does this really align him right now? Which Rollins got pissed off with his Shield brother in the back and basically said, you need to watch your family. It cost me the match. And Reigns says, I'm going to handle this like I'm going to handle Cesaro, okay? Oh, yeah, they did play the supermarket thing with Austin and Booker T. I saw that. Teddy was in the back, though, talking about since Adam Pearce isn't here, he's going to be helping run SmackDown tonight. Sami Zayn showed up talking about, I want my title shot for the Intercontinental title. But he says, you know what? You will go one-on-one with The Undertaker. And he said Undertaker's, retired and whatnot. But, you got going to be in a tag team match tonight. And it's going to be a 10-man tag team match. And then they start trying to dance, and Sammy left in. But Teddy, of course, he had to book some type of tag team match tonight. So there you go. Usos was talking to Reigns. Roman says, I put the spotlight on you, and look what happens out there. All right? You had to, I got to treat you like a little baby and clean up your mess right now. And Reigns said, me and Jay, we got a good thing going right here. And listen, you understand that? But Jimmy basically said, hold on. You ain't going to talk down to me like you talk to Jay. I ain't nobody's bitch, all right? And basically, Jimmy walked off as Jay went after him then. So Jimmy not taking any of Roman's crap, all right? He ain't going to be like his brother and bow down to him. Carmella went against Ruby Riott. Carmella got the win. Okay match. So, yeah, whatever. Mella's money. Bailey came out as, she talked about want to honor some of the past women's champions in WWE. And as she talked about past champions from Medusa, Jacqueline, fuck Medusa for many reasons. I could go on. Yeah, ruined Raw Underground there. But Jacqueline, Lita, Trish Stratus, Beth Phoenix. It then goes on to Bianca calling her naive. Yeah, it even showed Molly Holly on the screen. Let me not forget about her. But she said that Bianca was naive and not on her level. And she wouldn't take it the wrong way because I'm just looking out for her and everything because of her insecurities. But Bianca came out basically saying, "You still talking, huh? You just can't be good. I'm living my best life, and I'm only just gonna get better when I take you out at Backlash." Uh, Bianca ended up taking down shooting down, say, "You the one that's insecure out here." Bailey was gonna attack, but Bianca basically knocked on the ground, attacking her then. But Bailey basically got a kick and then grabbed her, pulling her earring off, and then just start beating up Bianca, leaving her on the ground. So good segment right there. Like I said, puts heat on Bailey, so not bad. Jay was talking to Jimmy then saying like Jimmy like, man, you really think I'm Roman's bitch? And Jimmy says, "Listen, you're doing what's best for him. Like, you're supposed to be doing it with the family, but you're just doing it for Roman. You fighting all his battles. You ain't doing nothing for yourself. It's just, why don't you go ask Roman if you need him? He probably say no right now. But listen, I need you, okay? And we can represent the family. But just think about it. Roman's the Universal. We could be the tag team champions again. That be represented in. Think about that. Ray and Dominic came out. It's kind of funny. Ray and Michael Cole probably like the longest tenured people on SmackDown right now. So that tells you something. Ray and Dominic came out. Basically, it was a match against Ziggler. Ziggler say I could go against Ray all the time, but Ziggler, he said Dominic's nothing. Basically, a quick match. Dominic got the roll up on him. So yeah, we still got the SmackDown tag titles for the pay per view. Um, what was next though? Tamina went against Reginald. Why? Why do we need to see this? Of course, Reginald's gonna dodge and flip and everything. And it was a DQ. Why do we need a DQ finish for this? Like, I don't get that. It's Reginald. Why do we need a DQ finish for Baszler and Jax to attack? But hey, the tag title's on the line next week, so it's whatever. Don't really care that much. But really, we gotta protect Reginald. Why? I don't understand that. Um, Tamina though, that's Tamina. Reigns was talking to Heyman. Reigns said, "Go get my cousin." Heyman said, "Which one?" And then he said, "I understand," and walked off then. Next, I know the teams were being hyped up in the back for Apollo Crews. He's going to give everybody the steel. They're unbreakable. Big E hyping up his team, Street Profits and Owens and Nakamura. Hey, it's Kevin Owens' birthday also, so we got to turn up. So in this 10-man tag of Big E, Kevin Owens, Shinsuke Nakamura, Street Profits versus Apollo Crews, Corbin, when is the last time we see him? Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, and Otis. Basically chaotic 10-man tag out here. Ended up with Corbin getting the end of days on Shinsuke Nakamura. Was the last time Corbin's really had a win for all this. So there you go. I don't know why we got so many Ico Pro commercials tonight. Once again, it's not the 80s. But next, Reigns was talking to Jay saying, you got to talk about responsibility. We have to do something for this family. Basically, talk like a mob boss. Like, listen, I know you love your brother, but you need to stand, and we need to know where you stand right now and where he stands. Basically, Reigns came out. He called out Jimmy. Jimmy came out, basically talk about what happened at Hell in a Cell back in October. He ain't forgot about that, how you took me out and choked me. I stopped you from basically trying to kill my own brother. And, this was what happened right now. You think I'm about to come back and join up with y'all? Reigns says, why you still in the past, huh? All you need to do is it's that simple. Fall in line, stand with us, acknowledge me. But you can't do that, can you? So if you can't do that, you need to go home and explain to your kids why you sitting with them instead of being out here with us. So you need to join us. But Jimmy said, I ain't doing this. I wouldn't have said I quit. I know Jay did to protect me, but I'm not going to do this, all right? And I ain't about to do this. I ain't forgot about what happened, all right? I ain't about to fall in line, which Jimmy left in. And then he started thinking about it. Jay basically tried to say, hey, man, just acknowledge him, man. We can go back and do our thing. Just acknowledge him. But Cesaro attacked Reigns then right after. Jay was going to go help. Jimmy tried to stop him, but Jay got in anyway. Cesaro basically took Jay out, got with the neutralizer. Jimmy tried to stop him, but, help his brother. But Cesaro basically took out everybody. He hit the neutralizer on Jay. He hit the neutralizer on Owens. And Cesaro looked strong standing in the end. So, Of course, that promotes the title match. But now the thing is, where's Jimmy stand? Like, does he join? Does he not join? He don't want to join because it's Reigns, but he wants to help his own brother though, and not leave him behind and everything. So what is Jimmy Uso gonna do? Where's he gonna stand? Where's he gonna go? What's gonna happen with him? So just what is his part? So it was good to see Jimmy back and being a vital part of the show tonight. Thinking, oh, everything's all simple. We all gonna be cool and everything, but nothing's not cool. He ain't forgot about October. He ain't forgot about Hell in a Cell and everything. Like, I'm me. You may have gotten his head, but you ain't gonna get in my head, okay? But like I said, SmackDown tonight mostly just pushed the title matches. Listen, it's better than Raw by default, but at least they were just pushing a lot of matches even for next week. Just for the whole Backlash show and everything. Like I said, it was a throwback show, but it's not like you got any returns tonight. We only got Teddy Long, okay? Oh, well, Jimmy Uso returned, but like as in the throwback part of SmackDown, you only got Teddy Long. It's not like you got anybody else from SmackDown past. It's not like Cena was there. It's not like Undertaker was there, or Kurt Angle, or Triple H, or anybody, okay? Anybody that Edge, like any top SmackDown person you've known in the past that has been on the show. Well, Ray was there, but any top level person on SmackDown, Batista, okay? They weren't on this show. All right? This is just mostly to pop a rating, but by God, could you at least made it look like SmackDown like not 1980 fucking 9, at least 99 to whatever 2000, and hell, you would have gone better 04 or 02 or anything. So I just didn't like the presentation of that whole thing. So I don't know, man. I just didn't like the throwback. It was throwback, but they went a little bit too far back. All right, just too far back. I would have liked if we even heard the old SmackDown music still, like I said in the beginning of this video. So I don't know. All right, but it's whatever. But like I said, just a lot of just crazy stuff and whatnot. Well, especially today, like I've already seen enough crazy stuff like Botchamania being, that's a shame what happened to Botchamania. I will say that before I go. Fuck AEW for that. I know it's a little bit off topic, but and I know Botchamania. I believe he's got his channel back, but fuck them for that whole copyright strike thing. That's messed up. All right, and they wouldn't. Come on, Botchamania gets a lot of support. Botchamania has been around for a very long time. I've been watching Botchamania since like 2011, 12, and I think I discovered it because I think it was my own brother that discovered it first, and he got me into it, or it was the other way around. And we still watch Botchamania to this day. Okay, haven't watched in a while because of COVID and other shit, but Botchamania, like, you don't mess with Botchamania and get them delivered. I didn't know he had that many copyright strikes, so I just think that's kind of messed up that they I know they've been doing a lot of strikes lately, but the fact they fucked with Botchamania and had him terminated, that's that's just messed up. But he's back and it looks like everything's good, but it's just the principle of it though. Okay? I know it's back now and everything's good, but the fact it should have never had this many strikes and gone to begin with. So I just wanted to say something a little about that because I just thought it was kind of messed up when I heard about that today. But yeah, that's my review of SmackDown, the Throwback Edition, folks. The Throwback Edition of SmackDown. Went a little bit too far back, folks. Went too far back. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. I'm out. See you guys later. Peace.